The system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
What's that on that beat?
Krispy Kreme whip and the wheels glaze. Yeah, when you move at night, you don't feel shade. Running through the field, it's a field day. Yeah, let her bed at the hood day. She gon' bust down free when you see bugs. Is your head done? Is your bills paid? When you outside, do you feel safe? If we go up, gotta take phones. I'm with some go-ups I can't take home. Act up in the bay like Draymond. I'ma need my money like Faison. Hey. Bust it down. Hey, bust it down. Hey, bust it down. When YG coming around, you gotta bust it down. Bust it down. Hey, bust it down. Hey, bust it down.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Derrick Henry, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mariota now from the 50. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. 372. Move.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And an alley to run, pushing his way through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Three.
Mariota to throw it this time. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right. So right, so right.
Here's Bortles to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
11.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Check 26, check. I'll go. 77.
3 on 1st down, Bortles. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down, Mariota. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Miles Jack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Miles Jack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now out come the Jags. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Bortles. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daquan Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be taken about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity. In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point. Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Omaha. Lucy. Lucy. 77.
Bortles going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
One.
Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Three. Back. One.
Mariota on 1st down. All going deep here for Taylor. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And that is incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision. This is caught inside the 15, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 51 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He finds Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Mariota now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Going underneath for Lewis. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
To throw, it's Bortles. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Lucy. 11.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Jaguars. Third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
One. 36 to Mike. 3.
Now Mariota. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 11.
One.
To throw is Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusing.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Three. Slam. One.
Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Four down. Check.
From the gun, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys.
And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Bortles going to look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing now is Bortles. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Bortles going to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.